Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue. Now here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we close out the month of October. And, boy, 5 Saturdays, which means... Yay, it's a Daryl and Daryl Good Time Show. There he is. Yep. There they are, back-to-back Daryl and Daryl, brothers and brothers and brothers. That's Gene Smith in studio. And, of course, Dave Gabbard is on
the road again.
No, he's at home in Lexington. All right, we'll tell everybody where he is.
Actually, I'm sitting on the back deck where you were eating pie.
Oh, yeah. Right. Boy, that was great, pecan pie, or pecan pie.
Waiting for the sun to come up.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be waiting for the sun to come up Monday, y'all. That's it's hard to believe it. Monday is opening day of deer season for those of us in the CWD units, which is most of West Tennessee. I won't go into all of them, but it will open on Halloween Day. And one of our guests on today's show is where I take my deer to get processed is Dave Payne in Galloway there. And Dave said, I don't know if I like this opening day on Halloween, on a Monday.
Oh, yeah.
On a Monday.
Really?
But I know today and tomorrow is the Young Sportsman's weekend for deer hunting in the CWD units. And so some of you folks are not even gone yet because it's still dark, until we get daylight savings time, which I wish we would just end it and keep one time.
Right, exactly.
It's coming.
It's coming. You think it is? Okay.
Well, next year, once.
Oh, we're going forward or backwards?
Well, we're going. We're going forward this time. Okay. Fall. Fall back. Fall back in the fall.
But next spring.
Yes.
We will spring forward, and we will never fall back.
Well, I am glad of that. No, you just learned so much on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We have the professor on there telling me.
National Geographic.
Yes, well, I wouldn't go. What'd you say? I thought Geographics. I want to make sure we got the graphics right in there, okay? But, well, anyway, so Monday morning will be dark. It'll be dark this morning. It is dark this morning at 6 o'clock as we start this show. And the sun doesn't rise till about sun's rise about 7:15 or something like that.
Nah, it's a little bit up before that.
Well, it's a little after 7. I mean, it's not too much. Yeah. Not too much because it's dark. And then I know Monday when we get to our stands in Hardeman County and get to hunt on the McCrory Farm, thanks to James McCrory, my good friend. It'll be dark when we get in the stand, but that's okay. The deer will all have their flashlights out,
Does a winter sun seem brighter than a summer sun?
I think it does.
It's supposed to be further away, but it does seem brighter.
It's the glare. It's the glare, I call it.
Well, we are educational this morning. This is I'm pretty impressed with all that. What's it called?
It's because the sun is lower in the sky, so that you got the angle's not as steep.
You're exactly right.
Oh, okay.
Because I notice in the springtime the sun is on my left side of my street.
Yes.
And in the winter it goes the other way.
That's right. Yeah. And so winter is not far away, even though fall is here, but there won't be winter. But anyway, this is a big weekend for the young sportsmen. Don't forget, do not call them the juvenile hunt.
Right.
We've done that before, right, Dave Gabbard? I mean,
it took me 20 years to break people saying juvenile.
And I know Dave Payne may say that too this morning, but because he's going to be busy today with the little bit of rain on the horizon for you young sportsmen this today and tomorrow. But then again, we're going to talk to Dave about that. Talk a little fishing with a young man that's really had a great career, and he's really young. He's a graduate of Bethel University and the Wildcat Bass Fishing Team of Gary Mason, Tristan McCormick, coming off a big win, and we're going to talk to Kristen. And then one of my all-time favorite pro bass fishermen, Jay Ellis, a wonderful Christian man who has been at this sport for a long time, won the Classic back in 2002, and now he has decided to retire and devote full time to what I think is one of the great foundations. It's called Cast for Kids Foundation, and all they do is work with youth 8 to up to 18 years old who are physically challenged. And now he started first responders in his organization. So we're going to talk to Jay about ending his competitive career, but doing what he loves. And then, of course, Johnny McFarland, we're watching for his headlights out here as he comes in and talks about the big youth quail hunt coming up on November the 12th.
Right.
Okay, we'll talk to Johnny because I know that Gene will be involved in that. And then again, Dave Payne from Dave's Deer Processing there in Galloway. And close out the show with a gold medalist. How about that?
Okay.
The United States team won, if I'm not mistaken, both divisions of the recent World Black Bass Fishing Championships in South Carolina that had more than 20 nations involved. I just blew my mind when I saw some of the countries. Mark Rose, our good man Mark Rose from over in Wynne, Arkansas. So
yeah.
It's
that would have been something to see, especially at the airport when them international fishermen walked in and said, "Can I check my boat, please?"
Yes. I want to ask you about that because surely they didn't bring their boats. They had boats supplied for them, but they're from Serbia, they're from Croatia, a lot of African countries, Egypt. I don't know, bass fishing in the Nile, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but they had a great program with the flags and everything else. So we'll talk to Mark in the last segment. But it's good to have Gene in-house.
Yes, sir.
He's got his Buck Gardner cap on. Got a nice text from Buck just the other day.
All right.
Congratulating me on being cancer-free.
Super.
And he's doing great. We're going to get Buck on the show because I'm definitely going to duck up with Buck this winter. Maybe I can get you to ride over there with me or something, Gene.
Sure.
Last time we went together on the duck hunting trip, it started sleeting.
I know.
And some people were anxious that we didn't show up.
Right, yeah.
I think Dave Gabbert remembers that day, too. It was like 35 when we left Memphis, heading to Halls, Tennessee, in the Taj Mahal, and it was like 29
right, yeah.
when we got there.
The ducks were wearing underwear.
And they were saying, "Where is Larry and Gene?"
Yeah.
So, but we did. That's one of my real memories because I knew that not only would there be ducks there, but a lot of TWRA people, and Dave would be doing what Dave does best.
I'm telling you.
What is that? You know what that is?
Fantastic cook.
He is the cookie.
We need to find out that recipe he has. He cooks out of Ziploc bags. He was telling me one time out west.
Really?
Yeah.
Must have been one on them elk trips, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could spend a whole segment talking to Dave about his.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, his culinary skills.
He loves it too. He loves to cook.
All right, well, Dave, we're here. Gene's here. Shelby McCall, of course, is here. She always is, pushing the buttons and make sure everything works right. And hope we don't have to change rooms or anything like that. But how about a pun to start the morning?
All right. Well, I went to the gym the other day, and I was going to try to do, you seen all these athletes doing all these things.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to learn how to do the splits.
Splits, okay. Yeah.
So I told him about it and everything. He said, "Are you flexible?" I said, "Yeah, I can come on Tuesday."
There's a moment of silence in Radio Land. Is he flexible? The only splits I know come with bananas.
That's true.
Okay?
That's
and ice cream and all those other good things.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to have a lot of fun in today's show with Gene in the studio and Dave on the line. And, Dave, I know you're getting you're going to be next week. I think you said you'll be broadcasting from Enid, right? I mean,
I'm going to camp down there for a few days with a bunch of friends that like to go down there at real nice campsite, Persimmon Hill.
Persimmon Hill.
Yeah, been there.
Down
okay.
There
all right. Yeah, and
down there by the dam at Enid Lake.
Got a great headquarters down there with a great museum and everything. Yes,
got a fish hatchery there.
Fish hatchery is right there, and of course they do have a golf course down there. I think they do, or is it close? No, that's at Grenada. Well, you're in between two golf courses.
Yeah, there's one north up towards Sardis, and there's one
at
down
Grenada.
towards Grenada.
Yeah, well, anyway, so Dave will be talking to us by remote on top of his camper next week as he tries to make sure we get a good signal. We never know where Dave and Rand might be.
I know it.
They are the traveling.
They love to travel. Well, I would too if I didn't have them dogs.
Well, put an S on that too. How many you got now?
2.
2, and that's
Daisy and Rags.
Daisy and Rags.
Yeah.
You can take them to Alaska and they can pull the sled.
That's true. It had to be a very small sled.
Very small.
They only weigh 15 pounds each.
They only weigh 15 pounds each, but they don't eat a lot, do they?
Oh, no, don't.
And they're Great Danes, too, to weigh 15 pounds
they've
each.
They've been sick.
They've been sick. For Daisy and Rags. Okay, all right. A lot of fun. I'm looking forward to today's show. My voice is beginning to come back, and as you can tell, there I am with as you can tell, I'm on the radio right now, and there goes my phone ringing off right now. I'll have to call that person right back.
Probably the president.
Why is he up so early this Saturday morning?
I'm telling you.
Golly, it was.
He called you to wake you up.
It was Joe Biden. Yeah,
was it? All right.
He's listening in Washington, D.C. right
I'm
now.
telling you. He's
Every
everywhere.
Saturday morning. That's him. What? No, wait, no.
He loves our show.
I'm sorry, that was Bubba. That was Bubba Bison down in.
Bubba Bison.
He's a
Bison.
buffalo. He's one of the buffalo.
Oh, yeah, Bubba Bison.
Bubba
yeah.
Bison. Yeah. Okay. There you go. See you, Bubba. You glad you listened? All you truck drivers going down I-55 right
What did he
now.
say?
What is going on in that show today? But I am coming back. Got my gun all sighted, my rifle all sighted in.
All right.
Boy, I went through 3 guns. I took a picture with one of them, and I posted and sent it to my friend I'm deer hunting with next Monday.
Right.
And he said, "Did you get a new rifle?" I said, "No, those are one of Dave Gabbard's collections."
Yeah.
You know, I started out with that 22 Ruger, right, Dave? And then then I went to the 223. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
And then I pulled out the big one, mine, my 270.
All right.
With my name on it.
All right.
That I've had forever. And what did I do, Dave? I missed the 100 yard the first time,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, you never missed 100 yards.
Oh, I missed the 50? What was it? I missed one.
The 10 yards.
Well,
The 10 yards. I missed the 10 yards.
yeah, you missed the 25
I
yards
missed the 20.
when you had the 20 with the 22.
That's
when
what
you
it was.
first started.
That's what it was.
You know,
but I got
before
good. I got good, and I.
Yeah, when I finally said, "Squeeze the trigger, Larry."
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't jerk it.
Yeah.
Don't jerk it.
Yes. Well.
Well, that's what people need to do is practice before you go out there. Don't just jump out there and get it because your gun may be beat up or bunked up and everything.
Well, that's what Dave said. And when you got shingles, and that's the shoulder you shoot on
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Dave fixed me up with a padded thing. I think I'm going to start wearing it, and it makes my chest look bigger.
All right.
You know, I think I might. Can you get me one on the other
It's
side
only-
too?
Yeah, on one side you look like the humpback of Notre Dame.
We got to get out of it. Let's take our first break of the morning. You can tell we're fired up. Coming right back and talk to Kristen McCormick on Outdoors with Larry Ray.